Hello, hello. This is Ari Maccabee, and we're here tonight with the Underground Commission Project. Now, myself and Darren Little are going to be addressing the call and leading this, and you guys are going to have a couple of special guests on the call tonight. You get to hear directly from them live, so you can actually hear what they've actually accomplished inside the group. Now, let me tell you something. When Darren and I embarked on this journey, Darren about 37, 38 days ago, and myself 31, 32 days ago, little did we know what was going to happen. I'll be honest with you. Darren hit me up and he said, hey, you got to check this out. I've known him for about 10 years, guys, and we've tried to connect on a few things over the years. This was the perfect deal. When I saw it, I literally dropped everything else that I was doing and I jumped into this. And he said, how much you think you're going to do your first month? And I will never forget my answer. I told him I figured I would probably do somewhere around $50,000 to $60,000. Well, guys, I did $128,800 my first 31 days in this business. And I'm going to tell you what has happened and transpired inside the group with average everyday people has literally blown my mind. So without further ado, I want to bring somebody out, and that's my business partner, Darren Little. Now, if you don't know who he is, let me just tell you something. Darren Little is the leader that guys like myself go to get coaching and get improved, okay? We go there because Darren really works on your mindset and helps you develop something special within yourself that allows you to grow and go big. So without further ado, this is my business partner, Darren Little.
Guys, I am fired up right now. I'm excited. I will tell you this. I will share with you this, that in the course of my own personal career, which has been 26 years in this industry, we have never, ever had what has transpired in less than 6 weeks. Ever, okay, in the history of me being in this industry, okay? Now, sometimes when you get involved with something or you launch a new business, you kind of have a vision. You can project or see into the future of something that you kind of anticipate is potentially going to happen. You don't know, guys, okay? You don't know. It's all about testing and tweaking in marketing. Testing and tweaking. And the only thing that you have going for you is data. Okay, now what do I mean by that? It's almost like a sailboat. Like you sail this way in the wind, and then you got to adjust your sails. And you sail this way in the wind, you got to adjust your sails. That's marketing, guys. That's what people don't understand. They're like, Darren, give me the special sauce. Give me the special little thing, the guaranteed thing. And what I'll share with you is that the guarantee in our type of industry is that you have intuition, okay? You trust your intuition. You run a campaign and you test it to get some data. And what are you going to do with the data? What are you going to tweak in the campaign to be able to hone it? It's really cool because it's like getting this laser perfectly lined in, and all of a sudden, and it just takes off like a rocket, right? Now, what happened? I want to give you a little bit of backstory here, guys. I want to share with you what actually sort of brought me up to this part. Back about 2 years ago, okay, I was involved with this this program. It was a one-up type program, and the company was called Explosion. And in 18 months, I generated right around $200,000 with that program, and I was generating about $17,000, $20,000 a month. And the owner passed away, okay. And he was one of my really close friends, and it was really devastating for me because he was an icon in the industry. His name was Larry Marcus. So when this program came up, and it had some very similar type of, nuances to this program that I'd launched, I was, oh my God, that's the one-up. That's the one-up program to infinity, right? And I'll share with you a little bit about that. But what I want to do here today, if you're just showing up here and you heard about this through a friend, somebody told you about this, like, we're helping brand new marketers, okay, with zero experience, brand new newbies, okay, go from zero to $25,000 month one. Okay, these are people that they don't have a list. Okay, they've never marketed before. They've just followed our 7-figure formula and our 1K per day Facebook formula. Okay, now I will share with you this. These are strategies that I have learned over 26 years that have helped me to raise tens of millions of dollars, okay, in venture capital, for my own companies, for public companies. These are strategies that have helped me to be able to recruit new reps into any business. Okay, it doesn't matter if it's an affiliate program, network marketing, direct sales, software, doesn't matter. Okay, straight across the board in as fast as 3 minutes. Okay, 3 minutes. But on average, it's roughly about between 6 and 15 for the most part. Okay, now what would that mean for you if you had the formula to be able to recruit new reps into any company, guys? I don't care what you're marketing right now. You could be in energy, weight loss, skincare, power, nutraceuticals, right? Doesn't matter, okay? You learned the formula that would help you in any company be able to recruit new reps in 6 to 45 minutes, okay? Now, these are techniques that are very easily duplicated, okay? So you don't need a university education, you don't need massive tech skills, okay? The only thing that you need to do is be coachable, okay? Surrender your pride and your ego, realize that what you're currently doing right now isn't working, right? Otherwise you'd already be a millionaire, right? And just follow our simple steps, okay? Pretty easy, okay? So, but what I want to do here is I want to take you a little bit behind the scenes, and I want to share with you what I believe is the biggest problem with our industry in general, okay, our home-based business industry, make money home, what is the biggest challenge? And then I'm going to share with you what we do as 7-figure income earners to provide a solution to that problem, okay? Now, once you learn this, once you understand really sort of the nuances behind it, the psychology behind how this works, you will literally have like a light bulb moment and go, oh my God, I can't believe nobody ever told me that. Why didn't anybody else teach me this, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen right now, and I'm going to share with you this formula. Now, guys, this is what I call the 7-figure formula, okay? This is what all the 7-figure income earners do, but they don't want you to know this. They do not want you to know this. Now, why is that, okay? Let me share with you why that is. Because they want you, as the newbie, as the brand new person, to keep your eyes on the prize, to keep you stayed focused on your primary business, whatever the company is. It doesn't matter what your company is. Meanwhile, they're behind the scenes, literally sitting up a printing press. Like they take the money from their business and they invest it into traffic. They take the money from their business and they go buy products, okay? So what we're going to share with you tonight is something called the Underground Commission Project. And this is brought to you by Black Ops Underground Marketing. Now, guys, here's a little bit. That's me right there, Darren Little. This is my business partner here, Ari Maccabee. And we are excited because in less than 30 days, guys, using this formula that we're going to teach you right now, we made, okay, in the bank, $208,000, right? And we didn't spend a penny on paid marketing. Now, I want you to really grasp this. If you had a business that you could start that could generate $208,000 in less than 30 days without any paid marketing, what would that do to your life? Do you realize that you could now take that budget, you could hire staff, you could do outsourcing, you could have professional copywriters, you could have ad experts working for you. You can literally run a professional business with you as the CEO making that type of an income, okay? So that's now become our budget to roll out our company, okay? And it's a big difference, guys. I want you to really think of the power of this. If somebody was to hand you $208,000, how would that, your mind shift in how would you would launch your business? You would bring in business professionals, people that were experts at what they do. You wouldn't just wing it, right? And that's what's happened for us in less than 30 days. And this is why we're so excited, okay? So here's a little bit of the background. Now, these are some of the problems, right, that people have with this industry. First of all, there's not enough startup capital. So they try and wing it. People try to wing it, right? They never really get their business into traction because they don't have enough money. And they don't have enough money for the most important thing, which is their marketing, right? Whether that's copywriters to write copy, whether that's video editors, whether that's Facebook ads, Google ads, YouTube ads, Bing ads, they don't have a budget, right? They don't have enough capital to be able to purchase their high-ticket products. So let's say that you're in a company and your all-in package is $5,000, or let's say that your all-in package is 20 grand. Some companies will go all the way up to, say, $57,000, $60,000. Some are even higher than that. But people don't have the money. They don't have the money to be able to purchase the high-ticket products, so they can't capitalize on the marketing plan because they don't have those products. And if you don't have them, you can't make commissions on them, okay? Big problem. The next problem is that they don't have an actual steady stream of qualified buyers looking at their business opportunity. So they burn through their friends and family. Now they don't know how to generate leads, and now they're kind of hooped, right? So what do? Do they go to trade shows? Do they hand out flyers? Do they cold call people? What do they do now? Okay, this area is a huge problem for the majority of people in this industry. Okay, now the next problem is that they don't know how to market themselves to become the attractor factor. So they don't know how to get their phone ringing with incoming calls so that they're a desirable leader. They don't know how to, create a demand for themselves, right, from the marketplace, right? Another huge problem. They don't really know how to be professional marketers. And they don't know how to close an upsell once they even have the leads, right? Another huge problem. And they don't know how to get any team duplication. So I want you to think about where you are right now in this industry and think about, okay, first of all, do I have enough startup capital, right? Do I have a marketing budget? Do I have enough capital to purchase the high-ticket products? Most people say no, no, and no, right? Do I have a steady stream of qualified buyers or leads? Most people will say no. Do I have currently people calling me constantly with my phone ringing off the hook? No, right? Do I know how to close and upsell people once I get the leads? No. And do I have team duplication going on? No, okay? This is the pain of the marketplace right across the board. Now, once you learn how to actually solve this pain, you will make more money than you've ever made your entire life. And that's what you learn when you work with us in Black Ops Underground Marketing. Okay, we teach you how to become the master of this. Now, here's the challenge. This is what most people do in this industry. So they have their primary business, so that's their primary business, and let's say it costs them, $5,000 or $15,000 or $20,000 or $50,000 or $60,000 to go all in. So they either go off their credit card, or they maybe even use up their entire savings account, or they may even take a second mortgage out on their house. Okay, so they use their own money to buy the products and buy the training. Okay, so they use everything just to go all in. Now the problem with that is that they don't have a marketing and advertising budget. So now they have to learn free strategies. Now the free strategies, typically there's a learning curve. It's about 2 to 4 year learning curve. And every month there's an auto ship. right? Every month they have to keep on paying an auto ship. So they keep on going further in debt with that model. Then the company typically will ask you to attend 4 events per year. Okay, each event typically will average you about $2,500 per event. So 2,500 times 4, there's 10,000. Now, if you're looking at between 2 and 4 years of learning curve, you got to start to add on those the debt model here. I call this the debt model. This is where you're going into debt, and then you're going to try and dig yourself back out. Now, most people never actually get to this part. This part never actually even happens for them, right? Because the goal of a business is to be able to make money, and then you take the money that you make and you put a certain percentage back into the business. Most people never actually ever get here. So they can go 1, 2, 3 years and never make enough money. They never make a full-time income to be able to keep that machine going, right? So they auto ship every month, another event, auto ship, another event, auto ship, another event. So it's not, this model is in my, I watch so many people lose everything with this model, guys. And it's nothing against this. Some people do make it, but the majority, I'm talking about the masses, okay? You have to have something that will cater to the masses if you want to make big money, okay? Multiple millions. Okay, and I'm not talking about just for you, right? I'm talking about, can you take 50 people to $100,000 in a 12-month period of time? I don't think there's anybody in the whole industry that's done it yet. We're taking that on right now, okay? In our first month, I think we've had 7 people already make more than $20,000 their very first month, okay? Our very first month, okay? We've had people, I think Ari's now at 134, 135. I'm at around 120. We have somebody here on the call, Vitali, I think he's at 51,000 his first month. But this is exciting because we don't have this happening with our business, okay? Now, this is the 7-figure model. Here's the difference. Watch this. Now, this is what the smart people do, okay? The smart people. So they have something that is going to fund their business, okay? And I call this copying, pasting their way to, well, this is cool because we actually just got a pay raise, okay? We were actually making $1,000 commissions daily, and now it's gone up to $1,300 commissions daily. And sometimes people make those multiple times per day. So with the conventional debt model, the challenge with it is, even if you got paid today, or you made a sale today, you probably won't see the money for 6 to 8 weeks show up in your cash flow. But the 7-figure income earners don't do that, right? They have something like this, that when they make a sale, it pays them the same day in real time, okay? So that becomes what's called a funding mechanism that's going to fund the rest of their business, okay? So it typically has to be something that's what I call in high demand, okay? So it can be mindset training, it can be marketing training, it can be a software. It has to be something that will hit mass market, okay, right across the board, okay? Doesn't matter what company that you're in, it has to hit mass market, okay? Now, this first phase, actually, now watch what happens. This is going to now pay for your high-ticket products. It's going to pay for your ad campaign, so the business is at the profits. It's like having an ATM that just keeps on pumping out money, and that money, the money from the business, is going to fund your high-ticket product purchase. The money from the business is going to fund your ad campaign. So this is not a debt model, because it hits mass market. This is something that everybody can afford. And even if a person is so far down the rabbit hole, right, and they're completely bankrupt, I will share with you this. Once they see how many success stories there are, their confidence level goes through the roof, okay? Somehow, some way, they go find the money. Trust me on this, okay? We've even helped people that have been completely homeless, and 6 months later, they've had a $20,000 a month. A homeless guy, okay? So trust me that people, once they feel confident, once they feel that there's a support system, once they feel that there's mindset training, once they feel that they're working with real millionaire mentors, they will find a way to come up with the money, okay? They don't have to second mortgage their house in order to come up with the money, okay? Now, this right here is, it's kind of unique because they don't have any risk capital. It's no risk of their personal capital. So they don't have to use up their entire savings account in order to fund their business. They have the ATM in the front, it produces capital, it produces sales, they get paid real time, then that money now buys their high ticket products, their ad campaign, and it fuels the whole process, right? Now, this is exciting because this, right, is what the seven-figure income earners do. Now, they don't want you to know this. Now, why is that? Because they believe that if you get sidetracked, that you're going to get off course from what they really want you to do, and that's to promote the primary business. They want an army of people out there promoting the primary business. But once you understand this model, this is the Donald Trump model. Okay, it's called OPM, other people's money. Okay, and this is the type of model that Bill Gates does. This type of model that the Mark Zuckerberg. It's kind of funny because I come from like rolling out public companies, doing venture capital. I've raised tens of millions of dollars. And when you start a venture, when you have a concept or an idea, you don't risk your house. You don't put everything on the line. You typically go build a company, and you have the vision, right? But you go get investors. You go get venture. You raise venture capital, right? This is kind of a similar type of model, except it's not in venture capital. This is just in, selling products, and the products, right, the value-based products that hit the mass market right across the board that every company needs, right, that is going to fund all the rest of your business. So this, to me, is more of a business model that I'm used to. This is kind of a model that I come from. Now, what happens now, once you learn that part, is that you generate multiple revenue streams, multiple streams of income, and you rise directly to the top of the leaderboards, okay? So people will see the seven-figure income earners, literally they will start a deal, and then, 30, 60, 90 days, you will see them do like ridiculous numbers, 100, 200, 300, 400,000, just pop, 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 like a money machine. How do they do that? They do it because they understand this model, okay? Now, what we've done is we've tweaked it even more, because what I do is I share with you the concepts, the psychology of how I was able to raise tens of millions of dollars, okay, with no paid marketing, with not going out with a big budget or anything like that. I'm talking about zero, okay? So all of these success stories have not been from people buying traffic, guys, and it's very important that you understand this. This model right here has been responsible for this, okay? So this is, oh, okay, so that's, okay, we got some typo there. Okay, so that's kind of funny. We're down to the crunch here in the last 2 minutes of. All right, goes. We're going live, Darren. We're going live. I said, oh man, okay. Well, we're live. So this is cool because these stories that you're going to see right here, right now, these are from average, everyday people. People that may have even struggled online. In the case of Michelle, I think she's now at $15,000 in just over a month. She struggled online for over 2 years, guys, doing blogging every day, doing video, doing social media, all sorts of stuff. This is her breakthrough right now with Black Ops Underground and our Millionaire Mentoring Training. So you're going to get a chance to hear from Michelle tonight. Now, this is Jeff Lynn, and Jeff Lynn this is an amazing story too, because he tried for a long time to get to his breakthrough. I think he's right now, he just passed $20,000. I think he's at 22,000 right now. Just over 1 month. Okay, $22,000. Brand new marketer, brand new. Doesn't have a lot of, a big list or a huge budget or anything like that. He's just an average guy that has a big dream, that wants to make it to the top, and he's already cleared over 21, I think 21.5 or 21.9 or something like that with Jeff Lynn. Really, really super proud of that guy. Now, this is a great story here, guys, because Justin works as an engineer. Okay, an engineer, and Justin made in 1 month 3.5 times his monthly salary working as a full-time engineer. Okay, I want you to really think about the power of this, because he's now, I think, at 17,000 just over a month, and he's stepped into a leadership role, and he's really upped his game and taking his life to a whole different level. So that's really exciting as well. Now, this is an incredible story, guys. Okay, Robbie Godsell is 17 years old. Okay, he's just about to turn 18, and I think right now Robbie is at $25,000. He hasn't even been in a month yet. He's stepped into a leadership role. I would say that this kid, there's a good chance that he will be a millionaire before the age of 20. Okay, with the things that he's learning from us in Millionaire Mentoring. And if a 17-year-old kid can have that type of success in 15 days, 15 days, guys. Okay, now he doesn't have a big list. He doesn't have a huge track record. He doesn't have a situation where he's got a massive budget or anything like that. All of this was done with free marketing. This was all part of a mindset shift that he went through, tapping into our strategies that we use on Facebook, tapping into our 1K per day Facebook formula and our 7-figure formula that we teach, right? You saw those two different models, the debt model and the 7-figure model, okay? This is a really, really great story. Now, this is another amazing story. Eagle has never been a marketer. Okay, he was a personal trainer. He never actually knew how to market online before, and to be able to take a brand new person, brand new, guys, brand new. He's never marketed before. He didn't have a track record. He didn't have a big list. He just surrendered his pride and his ego. He followed the formula, and he's now, I think he's at 26,000 his very first month. But it gives you an idea. He was at 23,000 in 23 days. He's not quite at a month yet. He's right around the 26,000. He may be close to 30. But for a brand new person, I mean, if you honestly can tell me that you have ever heard of a brand new marketer, okay, no experience, no list, no track record, no marketing budget, right, to go from a flat start to almost $30,000 in profit in month 1. I certainly have never heard of it in my entire 26-year career. Okay, so these are just average, everyday people. These are not people that are known in the industry. They don't have a huge following of people. These are just average, everyday people. Okay. Now, let's go on to John Hunley. John Hunley is the same type of situation. He's a young kid, super positive energy. He's somebody that when he walks into a room or he goes to a convention, he's just a high-energy person, okay? Didn't have a track record in marketing. This is kind of his first real kick at the can to go next level. And I'm pretty sure John Huntley right now just passed the $30,000 mark. Okay, now he hasn't even been in for 6 weeks. You know what I mean? Like, these stories, guys, I'm telling you, it's exciting, because if an average person can do 25, 35,000 in a single month, and a marketer Okay, so I'm at like just under 120, and Ari's like at I think 135 or something like that, right? So if you look at just say me and Ari combined, that's over $250,000, guys, in just over a month. Over $250,000. But the team, the collective team, okay, the Black Ops Underground marketing team has done close to $600,000 in less than 5 weeks. I mean, when I say it, it shocks me, quite honestly. When I say it, it shocks me, right? So now, what if we were to give you the entire campaigns that have generated as much as $87,500 in a 90-day period of time from a complete flat start? Now, those numbers have obviously dramatically increased with this project, okay? We could show you what we did, how we rolled our campaign out to be able to take a team from 0 to almost $600,000 in like 5 weeks, okay? So I want you to understand the power of this. Now, what if we were to give you all of our sales copy that you'd be able to implement in order to start popping $1,300 commissions, all of our value campaigns, our follow-up campaigns, our promotional campaigns from A to Z? What if we were to show you the type of Facebook content that creates interaction so that people start messaging you? What if we were to teach you how to recruit new reps into any business in 6 to 45 minutes? What if we were to give you access to a private Facebook group filled with tons more marketing secrets? I'm talking about, guys, the underground stuff, okay? The underground stuff that nobody teaches. Nobody teaches the stuff that we do, okay? These are strategies that we use to literally start popping $1,300 commissions like fireworks on the 4th of July. Pop, 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 pop. I mean, Ari and I have had days already where we've made between $10,000 and $15,000 in a single day, right? Now, how does that happen? It happens when you have a good quality product, okay? Now, what I want to do here is I want to just give you an idea of what that looks like. And I'm going to, hold on a second here, just let me open this up. Can you guys see my screen here? You guys see my screen?
We can see your screen.
Okay. Okay, so I want to just give you guys an idea of what's possible, okay? Because I'm going to show you the actual, so right now I'm at 119.1, okay? So this gives you, now we're gonna also hear from Ari to give you, like log into his back office. Guys, this is all real time, right? So it's important for you to understand the power of this, of what can happen in a very, very short period of time. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to show you the power of what we have. Now, like I said, when you have something that you use as the front end funding mechanism, it has to be a ridiculous amount of value. Now, what do I mean by that? The value of the product, okay, that you get, okay, it has to dwarf the entry price of the product, okay? So there's two main core areas that are super important in our particular industry of network marketing, direct sales, affiliate marketing, anything to do with online marketing, team building, personal development, and mindset, guys, I'm telling you, is 95% of your business. You want to become a millionaire? 95 is going on in your head. 95% of your success or failure is all in your head, okay? And this is what I teach in my mindset training. Now, these are some of the industry's best, okay? You might recognize some of them. People like Ray Higdon, right? People like Todd Falcone, right? People like Tracy Walker, right? These are big income earners, guys, okay? 7 figures, multiple 7 figures. People like Randy Schroeder, right? People like James Starr in traffic, Jeff Mills, right? Greg Gomez, right? Evan Clausen. There's an interview here in the vault with me where I share with you 26 years of being in this industry. And a lot of this stuff in our industry, guys, I will share with you because I had some really, really good millionaire mentors that I use those strategies to go out and build companies. Okay, the exact same strategies that the network marketer taught me, I used to go out and build big companies that I took to over $100 million market cap and put together management teams, board of directors, advisory boards, and build an empire because I understood these whole concepts and ideas. So personal development, huge, huge, huge in our particular industry. Now, these things here of how to use the conquering force within you, smart wealth building through joint ventures, these are things that a lot of people don't think about. This is kind of like the fast track up to the top, right? A lot of people don't think of the power of doing joint ventures or piggybacking off of other leaders, right? You know, so these are strategies, guys. I'm telling you that once you learn this stuff, there's a way that you can get to your success way faster than what you might possibly imagine. Now, obviously, if you have success and you don't have your health, then that's a problem. So, you know, there's some great audio series here on, you know, health and wellness, but the real big vault, okay, is in our marketing vault, okay? Because I don't care if you're with weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals. I don't care if you're with energy drinks, power, you know, blogging tools, online tools, training. It doesn't matter. If you don't know how to market, you're hooked. Okay, bottom line. If you don't know how to market, you're hooked. So there's traffic sources. You know, some people might be a basic newbie. I call them a newbie. They're brand new. They don't know what they're doing. But how to use Aweber, you know, Facebook, traffic ads with Bing, traffic for newbies. You know, how to use Fancy Affiliate, learn the basics of GetResponse is another autoresponder. But this is packed with so much value training, guys. I'm telling you, 20 videos, 12 videos, 10 videos, 3 videos, and it's all in one central location where it's easily accessible, right? You can get all of this information in one, you know, one central zone, right? You know, different things with YouTube, Twitter, Periscope, you know, podcasting, blogging, how to master WordPress. There's so much in this vault that, you know, if you just commit that you're going to go through this, okay, but the real bang for the buck, guys, okay, is in our millionaire mentoring, okay? This is where we take people under our wing and we share with them how we made millions, okay? And I'm gonna go out to the audience right now. I'm gonna go out to the group, and I want you guys here to let me just see how I can get back on here. Okay, here we go. I want you guys to maybe just share with the crew. Let's see if I can stop screen sharing. Okay, here we go. So let's just scoot out here really quickly to Vitaly, because we haven't had you on one of these calls for a while. Vitaly, you know, you got an amazing story, bro, okay? You and I originally met at an event, okay? And I'll share with you guys this. Those events, more so than what you're going to learn, okay, are the relationships. People don't understand business. Business is about relationships. A lot of people say money doesn't grow on trees, Darren. You're right, it grows on relationships. You get good at people. Master skills in people, connecting, rapport building. So Vitaly and I actually met at an event, okay? And we built a relationship through Facebook, okay, over time. Okay, keep in mind, relationships are kind of like rubbing on suntan lotion. You don't just go and it's absorbed into your skin. You gotta rub it back and forth, right? And, you know, time goes by and it rubs in. Now, we met at an event. Over time, we built a relationship. Vitaly, tell us the story. You know, you started from zero. Talk to us about, you know, did you go out and spend a ton on traffic? Did you mortgage your house? What? Tell us the story. What happened?
Yeah, Darren. Well, I'm here in Israel right now, about 6 a.m. in the morning, and I actually met you live at an event. And I remember you telling me about this formula that you have about how you bring people from 6 minutes to 45 minutes, and it passed way by my ears, and I didn't do anything with it. I didn't learn the formula, but now I join you in this underground commission project and the Black Ops, and my initial goal. I told you that, I would be happy with making an extra $15,000 by the end of July, which is like in a 15-day period. And for me, marketing on the internet, my biggest month before that was right about $12,000, something like that, And I had a vision for a long time to start generating the bigger numbers, the 20,000 a month, the 30,000 a month, and I just couldn't see it happening with the projects I was doing. So I saw you take off, and I think I started with you after just 5 days of you getting started, and I saw your growth, and immediately I took action day one. I'm like a sponge. Like, Darren, I'm all ears. Teach me the formula. Teach me how do you do that? I want to surrender my pride and ego. I want forget about what I knew. I just want to learn your stuff. And I became like a fly on the wall. I just took massive notes and show up in a couple of live trainings that you've done, and magical things start to happen. I just couldn't imagine in a million years that would happen. But right now we are at 35 days of getting started, and I already generated $53,500. $53,500 in about 35-day period, spending zero money on traffic, no paid traffic whatsoever. I mean, that is exciting.
I mean,
tell you that.
hey, Vitali, come on, you tell me, you gotta just be thinking to yourself, what? How did that happen?
Exactly. I mean, now, and the cool part is that it is fun. I really enjoy it. Like, the time flies, and it's pretty simple and straightforward. And the impact that I'm having, like, I never had an experience when I bring people into the team, and they have success in their first months. I mean, I have multiple of people. I have that joined, and $25,000 in the first months, $23,000 first months. I have multiple of people making their first $1,300 in the first couple days up to a week, and those are people who are pretty brand new to the industry. They have not made any kind of success before, and this is exciting because I can have people, I can bring them in, I can teach them what I learned from you. I can plug you into the millionaire mentoring, which is, guys, like, man, it's worth like 10 times what people are paying. And I can show them how to be successful, and I have never been more confident than right now that I can help somebody, no matter where they are in their life, and teach them how to go from complete flat start to $10,000. It all depends on the other person, how coachable they are. But it's absolutely happening, and our team growth. I mean, 500, like almost $600,000 in profits on our team in 1 month. I mean, come on. This is mind-boggling, Darren. You're a magician, man.
Fantastic. Well, that's great to see. Okay, I want to reach out here to Michelle. Guys, this is a really, really cool story, okay? Because, some people, you see some people, working hard, okay? And when I say working hard, I mean doing everything, everything that the company is telling them to do. Everything, okay? Mindset stuff, the blogging daily, the videos, the personal branding, going to the events, right? Everything, and they're making nothing. That's frustrating, guys, honestly. Okay, going further and further down the debt model, down, 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 down. Now, when Michelle actually met me, she was over $15,000 in debt, okay, and a couple of years, and really frustrated. I mean, literally ready to say, you know what, I can't do this. 2 years, that's a long time to be struggling and struggling, following the model, following, nothing, guys, nothing. She was ready to throw in the towel and say, forget about it. This is a bunch of hogwash. I'm out, okay? Then she met me. She went through the millionaire mentoring. She tapped into the 7-figure formula. She tapped into the 1K per day. Michelle, tell us the story, because you got a big one. This is exciting.
Oh my goodness, yes. So I am a mum of 2 young boys. I come from New Zealand, and as Darren said, yes, I struggled. I was in another business opportunity, blogging, videoing, going to the events, and the real kicker for me was that we actually moved to Thailand. We were living on a beach in Thailand. We were living in Bali for a month, and I still, through my videos and through my posts on Instagram, I had numerous Instagram accounts, I still could not attract people to the dream lifestyle that I was living, and we just got further and further into debt. So much debt that we came back to New Zealand, and I ended up sleeping on my parents' couch for 3 months. So as a 43-year-old woman who left home at age 17, to do that was really, it was really challenging. It was really sad. And then I started getting the questions like, you know, how much longer are you going to give this business? You're just living in a fantasy land. And I just wasn't prepared to quit, because my why is my children. I wanted to be at home with them, to go to their school events, etc. And I saw people were having amazing results through Darren, so I connected with him. And he just said, look, if you drop your ego, surrender your pride, and be coachable, and what you're doing is probably just going to be a slight tweak, then you'll have success. And I'm so amazed and grateful that I connected with Darren, because I made 10,000 US dollars in my very first month. And not quite at 15, but I will share my screen with you. Because, guys, this is amazing to go. And I'm now debt-free. So 14,000 US dollars, and I started the campaign on the 10th of July.
That is so exciting. Well, you know, congratulations, Michelle. I'm really, you have no idea how excited I am, how proud I am of you for your breakthrough. Okay, if anybody deserves this, girl, it's you. It's great to see you stepping into a leadership role.
Thank
Guys,
you.
you know what? What I want to do right now is I want to reach back out to my business partner, and I want for you to really open your mind right now. Open your mind, okay? Because the numbers that you're about to see, quite honestly, are shocking, okay? So I want to pre-frame it a little bit. I want to kind of, you know, have you just kind of adjust your seat a little bit, because I don't want you to blow out of the ceiling or anything, but I want for you to understand that, you know, Michelle was in the struggle zone, so her breakthrough got up to 14,000, okay? So Vitaly, right, he had some experience in marketing, so he had a bump up to over 50. Ari, he's a good marketer, guys. I will tell you this, okay? Ari's a good marketer. I have huge respect for Ari. So I want for you to see what's possible. If you're, you know, maybe you're already a 7-figure income earner, but I can tell you $100,000 to $150,000 a month in extra income sounds pretty good too, okay? Sounds pretty darn good. So Ari, take it away. Oh, you're muted, bro. You're muted.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, okay, go ahead.
All right, what about now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, good. All right, so guys, check it out. I want to tell you a little bit about my story first and foremost. I was lucky, when I was 19, I got exposed to the MLM world with a company named A.L. Williams in Southern California. And, I made a lot of money, in that company. And like most young kids, because I was 19, when I got involved, the most important thing in life to me was to have that nice car, because I lived in Southern California where everybody drove a nice car. So I did what most kids do. I wasted my money. I went through it as fast as I made it. And I didn't learn the right lessons in life, and about 3 years ago, a little over 3 years ago, my life kind of collapsed, and my story is, it's a very painful story because I literally tried to kill myself twice, okay? And when I came to the Philippines, literally November 13th November 21st, I'm sorry, 2013, I came here to get away from everybody. I came here, that's really emotional to even talk about it, because I didn't want my friends to try to stop me, to try to kill myself the third time. I was miserable. I was in a really, really bad place in my life. I went through a really bad divorce where I caught my wife cheating on me. And it was just, I can't even begin to tell you, what happened to my ego, my pride. I mean, I collapsed. And, to hear people like Vitali and, Michelle and their stories, guys, I'm just telling you, it's amazing. It's amazing. And, we always talk about, you got to have a mentor, somebody in your life that's going to help you. And in my world, I had a guy by the name of Chris Mack, who was a really good friend of mine. And I'd done a lot of business with him and a lot of work. And he said to me, something, you need to get focused and start working. He says, here's what we're going to do. We're going to generate a bunch of leads, and you're going to get on the phone, and you're going to communicate with people, because that was always my strong suit, was communicating with people. And you're going to close the deals. And the first week I was here, I made $15,000. That month I made $55,000. My life had started to turn around, and I started to make money. But here I am in the Philippines, where, look, guys, I mean, back then I was literally spending $2,000 to $3,000 a month. I wasn't spending anything, and I started to get happy, and God put somebody in my life that made me extremely happy, who's now my wife. And my life has completely turned around, guys. I'm just telling you now, out of all the things you've heard Darren talk about, I want you to understand, it's your mind. What is between here is what often blocks you. And it was my case. I let something get into my head that destroyed me inside, and I had to do everything I could in my power to push it out. So what Darren does, and what his strong suit is to help you get your mindset back. And I couldn't be happier to be partnered up with him. I want you guys to all know that right now. I mean, you're talking about a guy that's made over $4 million in a single year. But let me tell you what's happened over the last couple of years. My income, it went through the roof. In fact, I passed Chris. And, now we work together a lot. But I passed Chris because, I like, he's a ghost, so you guys know, in the industry. And that's how we kind of operated for a long time, where nobody really knew who we were. And now you got my face right here. A year ago that changed, and I told myself, I needed to figure out how to get myself out there. So I started playing with a formula that literally allowed me to get, in 120 days, over 50,000 followers through groups on Facebook. And what happened, I mean, 50,000 followers on Facebook is like having an email list of 200,000 people, so you guys know. They always say there's power in your list, and I'm going to tell you, there's more power in Facebook than you could ever imagine. So when Darren reached out to me and he told me what he was doing and how he was working this, I'm just going to tell you, my eyes got about as big around as saucers, and I said, I got this. And he goes, how much do you think you're going to do? And I said, well, I'm probably going to do 50, maybe 60,000 my first month. What's happened in reality, I'm about to show you, and I'm going to tell you up front, it's literally blown my mind, because, I went, literally in 28 days to the #1 guy in the company. And I'm very humbled by it. It's not about the money with me. If you know anything about me, I still live off $5,000 a month, and I just save money, and I give back in different ways. But I want to share this with you so you guys actually see what's happened, because it's pretty astounding. Okay, so you see my screen, Darren? First off, guys, let me tell you something. This is our group, Underground Commission Project. You get to see real income proofs of average, everyday people in this group, and Darren and I need to do a little bit of updating so you guys know. There's some stuff in here you guys need to look at and see, because obviously we've grown. I mean, this lady right here, Rockstar, you know, there's a lot of people in here, Rockstar, you know, brand new to the industry. You know, you can see how these people have grown. She went from $5,000 to $9,000 in income relatively quick. Justin, awesome. You know, Richie Price, 2K in 9 days, guys, brand new. I mean, you know, Eagle, awesome. You know, John, you guys saw it, awesome. Robbie, awesome. Norm Yap, I've known Norm a long time. He joined me in this, you know, and he's now making money. I think he's up to like 5K. You know, you can see, though, some of the people, Vitaly again, you know, Paul D'Souza just hit $18,000 last night. He works here in my office with me. In 20 days, you know, he told me, Ari, if I make $5,000 at this, I'm going to be happy. I mean, that's why he took this funny picture with his mouth open, because he was blown away by how much he actually made. I'm just telling you, this is the realest thing I've ever seen, guys. This is my back office. I'm actually at 131.1. I actually had a couple. I was up at a little higher just to be upfront with you, but here's the deal. I had a couple people that had talked to people before me, and I'm one of those guys. I gave them back to them because I think that's the right thing to do. So I went ahead and sent the money back over to the person, and we took off that way. But here's the thing I want you guys to understand. I got 131.1 in here. Here's something you may not see. You're going to notice in here, whoops, let me go back to the dashboard. I clicked on the wrong one. I actually have $6,500 pending. What that means is I've had people actually come in, they paid the $299, they haven't paid the $1,300 yet, okay? And these people have already said to me, all right, we're coming, okay? We are coming. We want to lock in a spot. We want to lock it in right now. You can actually see some of these deals as I go through this where you'll see where they say not paid. I'm just telling you, that's 137,000 plus in my world. And literally, I think I'm 30. Darren, you're at 140 days right now, right? So if he's at 40, I'm at 34 days because I'm 6 days behind him. So you guys kind of understand this. I joined this on the 17th at 4 a.m. Started working it after I met with my guys on the 18th, just a little bit, and then on the 19th we kind of turned it on, and you know we went full tilt. And guys, this has been one hell of a ride. I mean, it is literally blown my mind what's made. This one here, not paid, not paid. I don't know if that one's coming, but I didn't count him in there. But you're going to see, I mean, as you can see, there's just so many people in here, and you'll see a lot of these now. What I've been doing is I'm helping everybody on my team get qualified, and I'm going to show you how that looks in just a minute so you guys can actually see. Let me scroll back through here. Okay, so here, I'm going to just take you back to the beginning, guys, so you guys understand. So Sean Ferns, he was my first person to join. He was actually a pass-up from somebody. Well, actually, no, this was my first one right here. And he passed up to Darren. And then I went out, signed, got this pass-up, then all these referrals start coming. Paul, who's one of my leaders, you know, Ansel, one of my leaders in Dubai, Mark Crosby, one of my leaders, Evangelia, been on my team before, Dominic, he's here with me. Dave Krause was in a program with me. He's actually got 2 spots in this. They actually joined this twice. One's under his partner's name and one's under his name. So they haven't worked this spot yet, but they will. So they're working both sides of this. This was a pass-up. I mean, guys, that's the power of this, okay? Let me come back out here real quick before I show you something, because I want to talk to you real fast about what I'm about to show you so you guys can preface it, because I want you to understand. First and foremost, I'm about to give you the most simple plan how to work this business that literally anyone can do. Because right now, a lot of people are seeing my numbers, they see Darren's, they see Vitaly's, they even see Michelle's, and they say, well, I can't do that. I cannot go out and get, you know, 6 or 7 people a month, because guess what? They've done it, and all the other stuff they've tried and they've failed. So look, if that's your mind, if that's your block saying I can't get that many people, then what I'm about to show you is 100% for you. So I'm going to tell you now, take notes, because this is absolutely the most powerful thing that I could ever possibly show you. So let me share my screen. I'm going to come back on over here. Let me get this down. Let me close this real quick. Okay, so let's talk real quick. Okay, so let's say that this is your world. You're going to go out. You're going to get qualified, which means month 1, or what I call month 0. Okay, your only goal is to get 1 sign up. You get 1 sign up. That's $1,300. It passes up to your sponsor. The next month, you get 1 more person, okay? And here's what happens. That 1 person will then pass up 1 person to you. That 1 person that he passed up, you become their sponsor, and you make a $1,300 commission. Then That one person has to pass up one to you. So what I'm trying to explain to you is the pass-ups never stop to infinity. When you receive a pass-up and you become the sponsor, their very first sign-up becomes your sign-up. Okay, so even if you're not great at this, what if you get somebody who is really good at this? What if they do that 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 in a month? That's okay because they make a lot of money, but you obviously get that first pass-up. That's $1,300 in your pocket. So if you only signed up one and you never ever did anything else, in reality, you got 12 months times $1,300. Okay, now I'm going to show you what that looks like in a second, but let's say that you didn't stop there. And you went out and every single month you got one more person. These are what we call pay lines, okay? Now I'm keeping this at a very minimal, very basic number at 1 per month, okay? If you create over the next 12 months, 1 pay line per month, okay? This is what it will look like. Every one of the green spots is your one paid person, and every one of the yellow ones are the free pass-ups that come from the free pass-ups, that come from the free pass-ups, that come from the free pass-ups, and that never ends, guys. Okay, so just take a look at this real quick. 12 months, this is what's happened in your world, okay? I mean, guys, this becomes so powerful. This is the 12th month. Now, here's what's just happened in your world, okay? Your first month, you made $1,300. Your second month, you made $2,600, then $3,900, then $5,200, then $6,500, then $7,800, then $9,100, then $10,400, then $11,700, then $13,000, then $14,300, then $15,600, and for the year, guys, check this out. You've made a whopping $101,400 in just 13 months if you do 1 per month. 1 per month. Now, I don't know if you guys have ever done anything before online, but I'm going to tell you right now, I've never seen a program that could put that much money in your pocket with just one sign up per month. Okay? The reason that I think that this is the most important and the best program I've ever seen is because of what you just saw. The power of one literally goes further in this program than anything else on the planet, guys, by far. There's nothing that could put that much money in your pocket. Nothing. For a one-time cost, okay, or actually let me correct myself, $299 per year and then $1,365 one time. So $1,665 out of your pocket to get started. Darren and I are going to teach you our free Facebook method that you can use to make $1,300 commissions per day or more, okay? He's absolutely correct. I made $14,000 in a single day in this deal. I know Darren's done either the same or 13K. I'm just telling you now, we've seen a lot of people use this exact formula with massive success. But here's the thing. You're going to notice, if you look back at the last 4 or 5 days, I've only signed up 1 or 2 people. Because right now what's changed is with Darren and I, we went into phase 2. Okay, now why is that important? Because our focal point right now is not going out and signing up more people. Our focal point is now helping our people, teaching and training them so they actually all go get one. Now, keep in mind, I got 135 signups right now. If they all get one a month, I'm making 135,000. Well, no, more than that now. Actually, let's get the calculator out because my brain doesn't even work that quick. I got 135 people times 1,300. That's 175.5 per year, guys. Times or per month. I mean, that's $2 million a year if everybody just gets one per month. Okay, I don't need to focus on getting new signups. That's the brilliance of joining Black Ops and joining Darren and I's team. If you come in, what we're going to do is help you guys by helping somebody get qualified, give that person away, and then we're going to work with you to get you qualified. Okay? It's very important you understand that we are a team. That's how we work. You know, everybody always says, you know, there's no I in team. There is. It's in the A-hole. Darren and I are never going to be that, guys. We're never going to be that. We're going to focus on helping you guys learn the business. Darren's going to give you all the mindset stuff. I'm going to help you actually learn the marketing side of this business. We're going to help you learn how to communicate with people. Darren and I both teach something that's very unique in the industry that people have paid us $10,000 to $15,000 to learn. And I'm going to tell you now, we're giving it away for free right now to our team. So if you guys are hesitant about anything, let me just tell you this. You can get 10 to 15K worth of knowledge, okay, from Darren and I delivered daily to you in private training meetings for $1,665. Just take the whole product out of the equation, and let's just talk about Darren and I's training. It's so massive, guys. What we're giving away is so massive. That's why you got guys like Vitaly, ladies like Michelle and many, many others on our team doing this, and they're rocking at it. Okay? Your goal is to focus on that power of one. Your goal is to go out, get back to the person that actually got you here, get signed up, pay the $2.99, send your 1365, get locked in, and then tell your sponsor, I'm ready to blow this up. I'm ready to really work this business. What do I need to do? We're going to give you the Elite Operations Manual, which is the first step. You're going to have a bunch of steps over for the next 2 days you're going to have to go through. We're going to give you access to some pre-recorded stuff you guys can get up to speed while Darren and I keep working, and we are about to launch some stuff that's really going to help you guys grow exponentially at light speed. You know, we really want to turn on the warp drive for this business so our team can really blow this up. But here's the key. When you join, you don't have to worry about any paid advertising right now. Not 1 cent worth of paid advertising, because we're going to teach you how to do this and grow this business for free. So every dollar that you make, you can put in your pocket. So if you get 1 sale, you basically paid all your money back. Now you're in profit in sale 2. Okay? That's how simple it is, guys. You do not want to miss the boat on this, because I'm going to tell you now, this is a cash cow, 100%. Come on back, Darren.
Absolutely. Guys, you know, I want to just share with you here that, you know, Ari and I have made millions and millions of dollars in business. Okay, I'm talking about conventional business, you know, offline, online, affiliate marketing, network marketing, really the whole gamut. Like if you take the whole spectrum of the various different types of businesses that we've both been in, right, over our own careers. You know, I mean, I've personally launched like over 30 different products and services into the marketplace, and, you know, rolled out companies, built companies, raised tens of millions of dollars, hired management teams, board of directors, advisory boards, you know, taking companies past the $100 million market cap. We know what we're doing, okay? This isn't like our first kick at the can. This isn't like we're saying, you know what, let's go give this a good college try, right? It's not like that, okay? Some of the students that have gone through this training have gone from completely homeless, okay, living on the couch of a friend's house, 6 months later have had a $20,000 month, and then 3 years later have launched their own network marketing companies. The homeless guy. What? How is that even possible? It almost like boggles the mind. How could the mind has a hard time even landing something like that? Okay? This is the real deal. Okay? This is real millionaire mentoring. And I can tell you that we're talking from real life experience. We're not talking about from a textbook. We're not talking about from a book that we've read. We're not talking about from a seminar that we've gone to. We're talking about real life with real case studies from as low as the bottom of the totem pole that you can get to people that were CFOs, CEOs, that were tired of the rat race. They had money. Don't get me wrong, they had money, okay? But they had no freedom. I was talking to one guy, he's like, Darren, I make 200 grand a year, but I never see my son. Literally. He's traveling, he's flying him here, flying him there. He sees his son maybe twice a week. He goes, I can't do it anymore. He's in the prime time of his growth, right? You know, the best time. You know, like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are the best times, guys. I'll share this with you. You've got kids, you can never replace that time, ever. Once that time's gone, it's permanently gone. You can't recapture that time. The time goes, and it's gone forever, okay? We want to be able to help you to freedom, to really get that extra cash that you need so that you can do some of the things that you really want to do, like make the trip, you know, to Europe, right? A lot of people want to go to Europe. They've never been there, right? or to get rid of the car that keeps on breaking down and get a brand new car. Finally, you know, to be able to afford to buy a house versus renting a house, right? To be able to put your kids through a good college or university, right, and get them a good university education, right? A lot of people are coming up to that time where they're either in thinking about retirement, right, or thinking about their kids' education coming up. Some people have 2, 3 kids that got to go through university. They don't have that money. What are they going to do? They're hooped, right? This is something that you can learn. These skills, these are what I call transferable skills. And once you learn them, they affect every area of your life, all the way across the board, okay? So what I'm going to do is this. What I would encourage you is, if you're in a position right now where you're either in a state of transition or you've reached a breaking point in your life, could be a combination of both, where you finally just drawn a line in the sand and you shall no longer stand for a life like this any longer, and you've raised your standards, okay, and you want to go next level. People typically come to us when they want to become millionaires. That's why they get this information. That's why they get these coaching. That's why people pay us $10,000, $15,000 for coaching, so that they can get this right. Okay, this is 95% right here. 95%, 95% in here. Okay, and we can show you how to master that, to master the game. Okay, so what I've encouraged you to do is this: click the link below, throw your hat over the wall. Once you're in, once you're activated, we'll plug you into our Facebook group. We will plug you into our Elite Operations Manual, and then buckle up, guys. Okay, buckle up. Okay, because you get ready for the ride of your life. So you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, with my business partner, Ari Maccabee. We've also got Vitaly here with us on the line, Michelle. Guys, we're excited for you. We're fired up. Throw your hat over the wall. We'll see you on the other side. Thanks a lot for joining us, and have a great day.